company, always on the run. But destiny, oh, it's a rising sun. I was born a shotgun in my hand. Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me. Welcome everybody to tonight's show. We've got a full panel. I actually had to kick somebody beforehand, but actually he's more of a volunteer than a kick. He hates the sound of his voice for some reason, but I mean, he jumps out of here as soon as somebody else? Okay, yep, gone. So we got a full panel tonight. I'm loving it. So let's introduce my panel. We got Black Hydra. We got Champ that took had to make an emergency run to the store. If you know what that means, you understand why.
Beer run.
Beer run. We got Grumpy Dispatcher. We got the Nutcracker in the house. We got Pizza Man.
That'd be me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the number one in the event, Quick Draw McGraw. Of course, the immortal one, Dr. Phil. Ghost Rider herself. The Huntsman, so be careful, your heads might go on a pike tonight. Just warning. And then myself, Roy Boy. Now, I'm going to be honest. We got a couple ups. We got a couple downs. We got some things we're going to tell Pat kicks out in the back. And we've got some things we're probably going to usual kicks out in the ass. So,
balls.
You want to kick him in the balls. I was trying to avoid kicking him in the balls tonight, but hey, it's all good that way.
In the general.
Yeah, basically. So what we're going to do tonight, I think we're going to go down the update notes first. If Phil's ready, I'll screen share it and he can let it rip.
Can do.
All right, hold on. Let me get it up on the screen. Don't want to. All right, I'm rocking it, and I've zoomed up so they can see it.
Excellent stuff. The following changes and fixes are being applied in the Thursday, August 30th update. Shadow Ops, the First Justice of Blood, Fight for Sector, blah, blah, blah. Standard Romero parts and brand new Bishop tech. I nearly read that as completely different. But the Romero boss base will earn elite Romero parts in this new challenging boss base, which is usually kick-sized money pit. So good luck. The raid update. Fight with the Alliance to win valuable diamond tech. 3 techs added to the raid. At the Cerberus tech, the Cyclops and the Spartan ZK. Removed from the raids, Detonator, Phalanx, Seeker. All current available diamond tech is Cerberus, Cyclops, Spartan, Bonesword, Disruptor, and Sharpshooter. So I can hear something.
Yeah, I could hear it too, but I can't switch to see who it is.
I can't see who it is.
Well, let's finish it. Brandy, keep an eye on, see who the feedback is.
Yeah, I'm looking and I don't see anybody's mic going off.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. Everybody, Phil finishes this, please.
It doesn't matter. We'll go on anyway. We were extending Operation Heatwaves. Use it or lose it for 48 hours. What'd they do?
I think that's because during the event they pulled out the trophy because it was the wrong price. The TK rounds because there's a glitch from hell and another round for the sharpshooters. Plus the Cyclones because there's a problem. Basically, they took out quite a bit of the gear store or the event store.
Yeah, I can see that. The Trophy, Bishop, Expert Cyclone, Impact rounds, TK rounds will now appear at the correct prices. Edit Impact rounds and TK rounds were removed from the event store due to a purchasing issue.
And they were removed. They removed them again today. Even though they put them back in, they removed them again. There's the edit on. And now there's a offer on them. Let me bring that up real quick.
Yeah, that's why they were removed.
There's the offer. They brought this offer out.
Impact rounds 2.
Yeah,
oh no, that's it. That's event XP and not gold. So they're literally putting them out there. in that format because something's busted in the store.
Basically sums it up. Yeah, Phil.
Well, that's actually fairly good of them to do that.
Yeah, it's better than them saying, good luck getting it next time or some shit like that.
Shit.
All right, so we'll
we
go back
apologize. Here's a kick in the nuts.
Which wouldn't put it past them, though, to do that.
Oh, very true.
No, I wouldn't put it past them either, but at least they've actually, well, thought about it. The Siege Squadron. We've updated the way what drops work in the Elite. Excuse me. We'll try that again. We've updated the way drops work in the Elite and Omega Squadron bases, with a weekly reset if applicable. Elite parts now drop in the following order: 2, 3, 1, 1, etc. Omega parts now drop in the following order: 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, etc.
So every week they will reset, and you'll be able to get basically like 10 parts a week without a problem, or 7 parts a week, 6 parts a week.
You'll pull at least 6 parts from the Elite and another 10 from Omega if you do 5 bases.
So this is better than the Lotto, because we all know the Lotto could just outright friggin' screw you. Yes, on the Siege, it's kind of sucky because the Siege is literally 1, 2, 3 level. There's no no upgrade times in between.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, in my mind, a lot better because it's, there's other things you can upgrade every week to kill time as you do these bases, instead of just trying to grind out. Because I've seen like Iron. He literally had one of the Omegas. He got all 1s all the way through. He had to do 8.
Man.
So at least now you're guaranteed to get a little. And on future ones, this will definitely be a better deal. So.
Agreed. All right, the bug fixes for the week is fixed an issue where Alliance tanks would disappear after relocating.
Yeah,
okay.
that's still a thing.
It's still a thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it today, but I got told it's still a thing. Somebody still lost their tag when they jumped. I don't know for like I said, I didn't see it myself, so I don't know.
Fixed an issue remaining accolade. Oh no, let me try that again. Fixed remaining accolades that were not appearing or displaying incorrectly. Irrelevant. Fixed an issue where using a platoon consisting of only 1 Neil, resulting in him not being removed from your inventory. I bet that was abused as hell.
Oh wait, there's one worse.
Fixed an issue where single-use Neil would take up aircraft capacity.
Right.
It gets worse.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go through that bit in a minute because I don't think it's in here.
Oh, yes,
the
it is.
Issues are being investigated. When Neil dies in a regular platoon, players are unable to remove air units from the platoon.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh, dear.
That doesn't even sound right.
Oh, well, darling, it's just bad. That means they can't move their shit out of there. Even if it's healed, it doesn't come out. They can't move the air around. They're stuck.
So they have to wait until next maintenance, probably.
Or use a different platoon.
Or pray to God they did put it in all 3 tunes, yeah.
Fun. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Neil can't be placed in a PvP platoon if you only have 1 helipad unit.
Oh.
I don't know why you would place them in there. He's a one-time use. It's not like you're going to worry about repair time for him. Why would you put him in there?
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know.
I didn't understand that one at all.
I think somebody was highly medicated when they thought about it.
Maybe because they figured it's a 1 shot. What the heck? They're not going to take
1 shot, put in your regular, not care if it gets killed. I mean, I don't know. All right, so let's go on to the Shadow Ops. This thing, I'm not going to lie, this is the briefing of Chapter 2 here. This is extensive update.
Yeah, I tried reading through that earlier. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try, and I know I'm gonna pay for this. The Eastern Hordes are rallying and are planning an all-out strike on the sector. Meet them head on and win more parts for Romero. Yeah, I call him Jackass. It's Rambo. If you guys look at him, it's goddamn Rambo. Let's just be honest. The Survivor brand new unique infantry unit. Romero wields a powerful minigun, rocket launcher, and seatboard charges. Isn't that what Rambo carried?
Yes.
Just saying. Just saying.
Hey, the last
We
guy
cared
said
about-
looked like Sean Connery. So there you go.
Everything looks like Sean Connery to you.
So
there we go. Yo, Adrian.
no, I think it just screams a lot. Ah! Chapter 2 continues third phase, which lasts for 72 hours once activated. You must complete the Tier 3 in a phase to earn the standard Romeo parts. 8 parts are required to unlock Romeo and destroy special targets on the
Romero.
world. I got bad feeling about him. No offense.
Poor
I
man.
got a bad feeling every time you pronounce his bloody name.
You know what I keep thinking of as soon as I think about this guy? Sarkis.
Well, I'm thinking, where's Juliet so they can fuck with that.
So let's see. Phase 1
Coming next. Don't give me the ideas.
We'll begin tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And it will end September 7th. And we're going to begin again on the 7th to the 14th. And the 14th to the 19th. And by the way, probably the event's going to be like the 20th, more likely, guys, just to give you a heads up. Because usually right after the Shadow Ops end, the event comes.
And then after that, Julio.
Yeah.
Romero. We're for October.
That we will smoke Ghost Rider's base. Shadow Ops points. Okay, so we all know how this works. I haven't looked at the bases yet. I don't think they're even on the map just yet. So they're usually on the map after use it or lose it, which we'll be discussing in a little bit. There's your
Literally looks like a guy with a bazooka.
He looks like fucking Rambo trying to shoot down a helicopter. Give me a break.
They're running out of ideas. Come on.
When was the last time you had an infantry in the Shadow Ops?
See, after this will be Giuliano, and then after that will be
Wrong.
Smurfo.
Sarkis wasn't the last one. It was the Legion. The Legion is classified as infantry.
Oh, that's right. Legion was classified. So that one kicked ass. So maybe we should get that in our heads and not stress so much about how it.
We all know Sarkis was shite.
The 15 fucking hour repair time for a guy that can't even fucking kill anything. Yeah, that was great.
Well, they had to give us something to do for like about a week, so.
Yeah, the 15-hour repair time gave us something to do. I'm hoping they don't give him 15 hours of repair time because that would
they probably will.
Oh, you know it. The arms chest, complete the phase and earn caches. Each arms chest contains components for the bishop. Thank you, my brain. Replay phases guarantee chances to win up to 3 components per chest. Boy, we're really excited. Of course, they got the improved treads, the thicker tires,
ceramic armor.
Ceramic armor, the explosive armor, frontline training, tactical training. Oh man, I'm gonna be. By the way, if anybody's out and use this damn thing, it's great. But man, it outruns every goddamn thing. The legendary survivor soldier Romero has seen more combat than most platoons, but has dropped out of the spotlight since retiring. Doesn't this sound just like something else on the TV we all seen?
Mm-hmm.
Rambo.
Next thing you know, they're going to have Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll take that, yeah.
You'll have Army on the
She'll be
screen.
the hero for the. She'll be the hero for the October event.
Yeah, see?
Could we have Agent May from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. come on?
I agree with you.
Wow.
Django.
No, we need like
Ceramic
an alien.
armor is an oxymoron. Ceramic is not exactly the hardest damn thing out there to break.
No, it's Roy's head.
That depends. It may not be with infantry styles, most of it is ceramic with Kevlar.
Hey,
Kevlar technically is a ceramic.
they're already saying in YouTube they're hoping she's topless, Roy.
Right when alien jumps out of her chest.
Shit.
So
Don't give them any ideas, guys. Do not give them any ideas about the alien jumping out of somebody's chest now. Come on.
Have I missed the bitch fest yet?
No, we're going over
No.
the update notes.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Basically, this is a storyline, and I'm going to skip over that. You guys can go over that at your own leisure, but we will.
Everything that's story in the event?
One of the things you got to be aware of, they say that it's bring your heavy vehicles after him because light vehicles will not do it. So technically will not do shit. So that's a whole lot of tech. Just be aware of that. That's all in this little briefing they give on him.
I was surprised they didn't put Yippee-ki-yay motherfucker at the end of it.
That would actually be Die Hard. So
I know.
Yeah,
I was
That
making a
would be
joke.
John
Hey,
McClane.
I'll tell you what. If they would have made a Die Hard Bruce Willis, what the hell was his name?
John McClane.
John McClane
Yeah.
one. I would have actually wanted it, even if it sucked.
You damn right I'd get that over Skipjack any day.
I mean, they put so many fucking movie references in there. I'm surprised that they didn't.
I'm surprised, but all right. So then we're going to talk about the calendar. Now, here's the good points, some bad points. Let's try to all stay smiling on this one, okay?
No.
And positive.
God, no.
Well, I'm positive Phil will not be positive.
Unless he has a drink.
I don't think he's
Well, well, smiles, man. You know this.
world
I'm
map.
all smiles and happiness and rainbows.
World
Yeah.
map on September 1st will be the Audra Hero Token bases and the Judge bases. Now, I'm going to be honest. Audra base is not the hardest one of the bunch, but it's a good base. It's doable. If you take your time, I know the limit is still 7 minutes, but it can be done. Champ, I think you're almost done with that, or are you done with her?
Arthur, yeah, I'm done.
How did you like? You thought the bases were pretty good, didn't you?
Yeah, to be honest, I think the
Roland is the bitch.
yeah, Roland's in my opinion, the toughest base of the bunch.
Nyx is probably the easier of the bunch. Audra's probably is right where I think she needs to be, and Roland is just a bitch. That base sucks. Then we get into the Shadow Ops. Will be on the 2nd, so everybody be ready. Romero, boss base, will be there. So there was a briefing on it a little bit. I didn't go through it. You guys really need to look at that because let's be honest, the video will come out with its city, Cyram, so on and so on. They always put out a good video of the boss bases.
Machine gun jubblies.
I wanted to say something, but I kept my mouth shut.
Say what?
I just switched over and read the YouTube.
Oh. Yeah, they're having fun over there. What do you want me? Oh, what? Somebody wants Austin Powers. Yeah.
Next thing you know, they don't want Mini-Me.
Yeah, mini me.
That's
Yeah.
Whiskey Tango.
Get in my belly.
That's where Cerberus is.
Oh, that's Fat Bastard.
That would be Fat Bastard.
They want like that special.
I ate your baby.
They want that like special James Bond car with the fucking British flag or the Union Jack on top of it, right?
Jaguar, if I remember.
With the machine guns in the front grill, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the next thing. The Cerberus unit and component bases will be out on the 3rd. Vindicator bases, Purifier, Seeker, Valiants, Chaplains, Caretakers. Caretakers, that's nice. Envoys, very nice. Corpus tokens, Siege, bases. That map is going to be full on the 3rd. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's been requesting the elites and regular siege bases will be on the map on the 3rd.
That's
So
cool.
basically, Monday.
I'm wondering how much damage the siege is going to cost us.
I'm not even thinking about that, but I can tell you Monday is going to be a hell of a day. Hell of a day. Then the Omegas will come out on the 4th, 1 day only, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, it's
So-
40 parts for Elite and 80 parts for Omega, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Something like that. Teamwork.
It would be cool if they get the Omega at least 2 days since it's 80 parts.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Champ. I agree with that. Here's a big update, guys. PvP season 9 closes. It's going to be closed out on the 4th, or excuse me, 5th, and the new one will open on the 10th. So basically, the night that this shit goes down,
one ends and one begins.
and you guys gonna have to get to PvP. And one of the things you got to realize about PvP season, guys, they did a small adjustment on the payouts. Well, I considered adjustment. Everybody, maybe nobody understood it, but oh, it's on the leaderboard. Excuse me. If you go to the leaderboard and alliances, here's the payouts. There is no blood thorium for the alliances. I don't care if you're number 1. There is no blood thorium. Okay, so basically it's just more battle payout. Okay, which is good. Don't get me wrong. But when you get into the individual, there it is. You have a chance of getting some blood thorium. I don't give a crap about this accolade and avatar stuff. I'm more concerned about the medals and the blood thorium.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're not above 3,600, it's time to get. I don't know why you want it because they gave out infamy like candy.
And that's supposed to be 36. That is 3,600. I figured it'd be 36.
No,
It was at 3,800.
Yeah.
Oh, you better get your asses in gear. Is all I can say. Because
I'm over 4,000. I'm good.
Look at the medal payout. I mean, the medal payout's huge. The blood thorium's huge. I mean, you don't take advantage of it, that's your own fault. All right, so then we go down to Warpath. They did it really early. The beginning of Warpath.
I prefer that.
Yeah, that'd be on Wednesday.
I love me some Warpath.
Yeah, well, the Sentinel token bases, the Bishop token bases, and the Omega Siege bases again. So you got them here. Now, don't forget, I missed the Omega Hydra. But you got the Siege bases. Be ready. I mean, this is going to be crazy. Beginning of September looks crazy to me. So there we got Shadow Ops, Survivor tokens on the 7th, Roland Hero token bases in the Judge again on the 8th, Romero boss bases again. Don't forget, they also give out medals for those boss bases too, usually. Hoping they continue that. Another full Monday, really full Monday. And Sieges again, Siege. Omega Titan bases. I don't know why. They're on the map every day. Why are they worried about
They might be pulling them off the map, bro.
They might. I don't know why they would do that. Sentinel bases, Bishop bases, Omega Siege again. Survivor tokens. Nyx base on the 15th. That's when I plan on finishing my Nyx. Judge base. Romero boss base. Another full Monday again. Omega Herald bases on the 8th. But then you got all 3 heroes. Did anybody see when the damn Warpath ends?
Didn't show.
No, I did not.
Typically 3 to 4 days later after it starts.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But usually they.
And it's right in the
Warpath
middle of the week.
begins. I don't see anywhere where it says Warpath ends. So
Yeah, they didn't do that in the last updates either. They just said when it starts, but it's typically 3 days, 3 or 4 days or something.
Typically, they start on a Friday, but this time they're doing it on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
I was right. Look, the monthly event on the 20th. Be aware.
So I joined in late. When's Invasion?
No Invasion this month.
I haven't seen it on the calendar.
Oh, no Invasion. Okay. Wow, that's a surprise. Okay. I'm not complaining.
We haven't finished the month yet. We could pop up coming up, but I don't think so. Monthly event on the 20th, like I thought. Raid update on the 26th. Same with all these little mega bases. They slam out at us again, which is good. September comes to Sentinel bases, Audra, and that's it. I mean, literally, we know what's coming out. It's not a bad calendar. We've definitely seen worse in the past. Actually, to be honest, I think it's pretty well thought out. Lots of opportunities to upgrade some units.
Wow. No Invasion for the whole month, huh?
Well, they said they wanted to open up something new, so maybe this is to give them a chance to take a break from it, so they can focus on the new for the next month.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't mind either. I think it's a good idea. I truly do. So, all right. So let's go over to the event. We got to cover the event now because we got to wrap it up. And I think we lost Nutcracker.
Yeah, he's muted for 20 minutes and he took off.
You passed out.
Yeah. So the people that have a spot, have the link, they're more than welcome to fill that spot. Whoever.
Well, I think it was mainly because I was muting people to try to figure out who was having the feedback earlier, and I think
we're moving on.
Okay.
Moving on. So we're going to let's talk about the event. And I want everybody to give a score about what they scored the event. I want to answer this question real quick. Invasion and Onslaught, and there's a third one they're working on. So they're bringing something else in. Whatever it is, they haven't told us, but they want to do a third.
Killer Clowns.
Somebody hinted to, I think it was Storm Chase that said they were going to put some special bases on the map, and you would have to hit them or something. I can't remember quite right.
Pillaging for mead points.
So let's talk about this event that we just had. And the event's come and gone. I want to get everybody's opinion, overall score. And I want to make this clear. We are not giving a score on performance right now. This is just overall play of the event. Okay? So that means the tactics. That means how hard they were. And basically the payout of each base. So that's what we're going on. We all know the performance of it. We'll discuss it real quick, briefly, because I'm not going to beat that horse. We already beat it once. But let's get to Hydra. Hydra, what did you think?
Overall, for the score, for the event wasn't bad. I mean, if you had the right units. I mean, I thought it was pretty technical, and I liked it. For the technical aspect, I give it an 8. But for us, the payout the payouts could have been a little bit better, especially for the lower bases.
Okay. So overall, you'd say an 8?
Yeah, for the technical aspect, yeah.
Champ, what do you think?
Yeah, that's my score during the mid event show, and I stick with my 8 score. I thought the event was overall really fun to play. I liked the prizes they offered. It was fucking awesome of them to offer the trophy at only 400K for the complete run through. So that was a big improvement, I think. The event store was filled with Dina stuff, whole bunch of Dina tech and shit like that, and for people trying to catch up, people that could use Dina because it's really useful in some bases. So they did the trophy too. The trophy is freaking awesome, man. I love the trophy. they had their glitch in the event store, but I didn't really look at that as a big deal. So it was a good event, very fun to play, and I hope they continue in that kind of fashion. At only one cave base, and that's pretty much the only base I use ground on, to be honest.
It sucked.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that hard in the cave.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Very fun event in my opinion.
Okay. Grumpy Dispatcher.
I like everybody else. I thought it was a good event. I'll give it an 8, maybe even an 8.5. They were. I think every base was just at the right level for everybody that was moving up, and I think some of the lowers could have succeeded more than they normally would in some of the bases. So an 8.5 overall. And I agree that the trophy is kick ass. They finally hit a home run on this one.
Very good, very good. Pizza.
I'd say it was an 8. It was a good event. Had fun in it, considering you didn't have to kill all your tunes and be stuck in repair mode for 2 months. It was pretty much an air only event. One thing I would like to see a little bit better payout for the lower levels. I mean, those first couple bases where we get 8,000 points, something like that. I mean, it's only level 1 base for us. That's nothing. But for the low levels who can't go past 40 or 50, that's everything for them.
True, very true. Socrates.
Yo.
Wake up. What'd you think of the event, Mr. I kicked everybody's ass?
It was good. Took it slow. Then I had a challenge. Then it was good. Air event only.
Took it slow, my ass, dude. Shit.
Not the beginning. I took it slow.
There's your slow and then there's Socrates slow. So
And that's not slow.
With 53 million XP, so his IQ flow is bullshit.
It was fun.
Wow.
I was surprised he didn't say, "Hey, Socrates, what'd you think of the event?" And then he says, "Bye, Felicia."
It was easy.
Oh, man, Socrates had a little competition at first, but then Socrates did what? Oh, he put him in his place.
Oh, okay.
He put a 10 million cushion on him just to make sure it won't even want to fight back.
I think it was more like 12 million, man.
Oh, he finished at 12. He put 10 on and then did another couple rounds the next day.
Yeah, I want to bury him. So when I go to work, I didn't want him to feel encouraged to hit. Try to match me.
Yeah, Whiskey. There's no doubt. He put the pedal down and said, "Screw it," and he did. He just laid it to waste. We all know Dr. Phil's event. Dr. Phil came in 100th and one. Oh wait, he didn't even friggin' do the challenge like he said. He got out of it.
I was on vacation. Go fuck yourself.
So we'll go to Brandy.
Oh, I give it an 8. The event, I think it was right on the mark for all levels, actually. The higher after the 60 levels, I think it was right on the mark as well. It's not too tough, just enough to make you want to coin if you wanted to get more in, but also very capable for anybody that I would think could be level 40 to 45. Again, I think what Chant mentioned about the lower levels and about the EP experience being raised for lower levels for who can reach up to 40 can probably be addressed, but I think everything else is fine.
Hey, I got a question. One question for you guys, because you guys are more knowledgeable than me. But they had this 50% boost. I think it was for 4 days, 600 gold.
It was worth every penny.
And I have to admit it, I did take advantage of that. But was this the first event they've offered that?
Yes.
Yeah.
First event.
Okay, I just wanted to check with you guys because that boost was like Sock said, it was worth every fucking penny, man.
Yeah, even if you didn't hit that much, you still saw the benefits.
Oh yeah. I didn't use it myself, but the ones that did, you could tell where they were when they were rolling. Some of them were rolling hard. And by the way, so I just want to make this clear. According to Whiskey Tango, Socrates, next time it's on like Donkey Kong. Is that a challenge between the two of you?
Let's see how that month goes.
I might have to jump
I feel
in.
a challenge coming on here.
We're gonna have to start like like a fantasy football kind of. It's gonna be a War Commander fantasy event.
Pizza already got money on Sock. Oh damn, Whiskey, do you feel a little betrayed on that one?
I got money on Sock. Come on.
See, we're gonna be like placing bets in Vegas on this now, right?
Nah, Whiskey was going hard at the beginning.
Yes,
He
he
ended up
was.
being
He
number
just faded.
4. I can't remember which. I'm going to take a quick check, double make sure because I don't want to cut anybody short.
Oh, Whiskey's buying gold as he speaks.
Oh, I'm incorrect. Whiskey did not finish in the top 5. He finished somewhere between 5 and 14. I don't know exactly where. Kickside's leaderboard kind of mind.
Yeah, he had about 30 mil, I think.
Yeah. So he finished somewhere between 5 and 13. So you didn't finish bad, but
No.
there's everybody and their Sock. You know, it's just kind of hard to bet against Sock lately. I'll tell you.
That TP was not getting that top spot.
That's all the motivation he needed.
That's
Yeah,
it. That was it. That was definitely the motivation.
50% boost worth every penny.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's go to I think Miss Ghost Rider.
Oh, you already did me.
Did I? Oh, okay. Then it's Huntsman. That's where.
I give it a 7.5. I didn't get a chance to play much on it because of my situation I was in.
Mm,
But all in all, I enjoyed the challenge and allowed me to learn a few of my toys that I've got. And yeah, willing to really work on it.
all right, so it comes to me. I think the bases were perfectly challenged. I do like the fact there's a lot more air for we didn't have to kill all our fucking ground shit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, some of the other events where you could play with the ground a little bit was okay, but I mean, this was a lot of fun. Kickside did really good on planning those bases out, especially that 75. When you first looked at it, if you guys watched the event show, I thought I shit myself, to be honest. I thought I shit myself live when I first saw it. But then, you really got to work at it. And even as the event went on, you found even more tricks to it. So it became a lot of fun. So I'm going to give them a big pat on the back for that. I'm going to give them a 9. Now, that said, we all, the scores between 7 and 9s all the way across the board, which is great. But I'm not even going to ask the panel. I know everybody's waiting for me to say, what did you think of the performance?
It sucked.
Losing a whole minute before you could even move into 75, no matter if it was the first time you loaded it or the second time you loaded it, what just sucked.
Oh, you tried to black out.
Or the base defense units get want to get stuck in the base and don't want to prick on fire.
The Herald just sitting on top of a Tempest while the Tempest is shooting it up the ass, and you're just taking damage for no reason.
Yeah.
That was all great. Fantastic. Motivating. The performance sucked. So we're just going to give the performance a 1. Is everybody good with that?
Yep.
0.
That's fine.
0.5.
Can I do the minus?
I just want to make another comment about the event. This is like the first event I've grinded out all 55 tokens for a unit, and I did it and pretty easily. And that Bishop unit is fucking badass, man.
Well, we were going to get there. We're going to get
rocks.
So we covered the performance. We know the performance just sucked. I don't care. One of the reasons they have made Storm Chaser made it quite clear. One of the reasons it sucked is this event was one of the most played events they've had in 6 months. Well, that's great news. That means players are coming back. Bad news is, Kickside, you weren't prepared for it. So here we go. There's Storm Chaser now popping in.
What's up, Storm?
What is an impressive, Storm? The fact
Hail,
that
Storm.
Sock did $53 million for the event. Yes.
I will have to ask a question though, Storm. Have y'all been noticing issues with placement of stuff in base once you move it? Like it bounces back even after you relog?
Yes, I've seen that. My patrol is moving all over the base.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, everything seems to be moving all over the base. Storm, I hope you were watching the show. We're giving you praise as much as trying not to give you such a hard time tonight.
Try.
We're trying. We got to talk about the event store. The before, the after, and oh my God, what the hell happened?
All right.
So during the event, when the event started, the first thing we noticed live on the air, and Storm was watching, is the trophy came out with the wrong price.
Yep.
And I do believe the exact term that he used was
Oh, shit.
OS ...
I love it.
And then he disappeared. And they kind of fixed it, and then they just pulled it out because of the blooper.
They pulled it.
I mean, he literally was right on top of that. So I give him mad props for being on top of that. But then more happened, and more happened, and more happened. So let's see how many items were taken out of the event store.
Quite a few.
I lost track.
I lost count.
Yeah, that
These are-
kind of.
3 or 4, right?
I think it was like 6, 8. They covered in the update notes, and then they with this update, yeah, they fixed 90% of them. But I guess there's something wrong with the TK rounds and the impact rounds. Now I don't know what exactly is wrong with it. It just they said an issue.
Somebody screwed up the code.
Well, that's what my feeling is they probably screwed the code up. And they are offering a sale for it. If you guys haven't noticed, I showed it already. Not quite on top of it enough. 6 items were removed and 4 returned. Yeah, but you got. I'm going to give them props because they literally were on top of it. Issue showed up. They worked their asses off. They introduced a lot of new stuff. It was the first ever single-use air hero. And as many problems as they had trying to get it in there, they worked hard on it. A lot of people like the Neil.
Yeah.
The range on him still is less than what it should be. There's a couple bloopers, but I'm still going to give Storm Chaser and his team big props for busting their ass so we could have it. And
I was using that Neil throughout the event, and it was helping me take less damage, so I liked it.
Yeah, I agree, Neil. And that's the first one, so the first time they're going to do something with that, it's bound to have a couple little bugs. And I think them stepping up like they did, they really did step up hard and work. You could tell they were working mad hours to make sure it ran as smooth as they could for the event. So I'm going to give them props on that, big time, because they did work their ass off. The event store in general wasn't that bad. There's some Gold Tech in there. There was a lot of Dina Cyclone stuff, which they keep telling us next month is going to be really important to have.
Hey, since we're on that subject, we got Storm Chaser in the side chat. Next hero unit, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Sentinel, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe you're right. Because the Survivor, the single-use hero for the Survivor, it was the technical.
Yeah.
And then you had the Corpus one this month. So, yeah, it would probably be a Sentinel one.
And is it going to be air?
Probably.
Say yes. Say yes. Say yes, Storm Chaser.
He says yes.
Envoys, I love it.
Okay, that's awesome. Strong.
Hell yeah.
I think you just gave Champ an orgasm, so you did good.
Up in aisle 3.
That's fucking awesome,
That's
dude.
champgasm.
You got a Champgasm.
That's fucking dude. We were talking about this. Everybody's on the hangout where they're probably gonna do something stupid like Alkalite, man.
No place for Elite Judge.
Actually, they don't need.
That's
to be
fucking cool, man.
But good. I think you just made Champ's night. I really do.
I think you made the year.
Champgasm.
Yeah, I do. I really think.
Oh yeah, dude. He
loves his envoy.
I can't wait. I love those envoys, man.
He does. He swears by those damn things. I swear to God, that's all he talks about half the time.
They're not bad.
They're not bad at all. They're not.
They're good.
So I'm gonna ask. I want to ask everybody.
Their
to
time's
tell-
good.
I got a question, Roy. Why
Go ahead.
What, on a show? No.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
On the update notes, it was talking about Neil basically no longer taking up the air capacity.
Yeah, I could explain this to you at the show. What the problem is when the Neo first came out, you have only so much storage in your air capacity, not your platoons, in the total airs, how much stuff you could have built. When it first came out, it was not supposed to take up space like single heroes don't do, and zombies don't do. Unfortunately, it did and put people way over cap. They were able to fix it immediately, which was awesome. Well, it was not immediate, but it was fixed really fast. So they did. His team and them did a really good job. So you could have 40 Neils or whatever amount of Neils. I'm sure Sock and Champ have a ton of them, and it's not over the air storage capacity.
I didn't see an issue with that. I didn't.
No, I'm asking, when you put in your tune, does it take up the space in
Yes,
the tune?
that's different. That's
Yeah.
that's a tune size. We're talking storage
Yeah.
size.
So I mean, as far as deploying it, you just can't deploy it with another hero. So if you try to deploy your Neil, you can't deploy your
Nick,
your Ardra, your Nyx, or your Dino, whatever.
So, all right. So, back to the event store. I want to give everybody a chance to give a little feedback on it. Stay on this topic, finish the event store topic. And I want you guys basically to compare the amount of stuff they put in it, like Gold Tech, not Gold Tech, from this event to previous. That way, Kixeye can understand, and Storm Chasers themselves can see that we're asking for more of those Gold Techs. Yes, not just Gen 1, so maybe Gen 2s and Gen 3s would be great. So let's go down the panel. Black Hydra, what did you think of the event store?
I thought it was pretty damn awesome. Then they got some of the rare tech back in there for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that's a good point. So what would you score it?
By 10 on that one.
You got to compare it to now, especially compare it to the old event stores, which we didn't have a lot of that older stuff or rare stuff
I would actually say 9.5, actually.
because of the glitches.
No, because of the rare tech.
Okay.
Storm actually listened to everybody, basically, with us asking for the rare tech.
Yeah.
And they actually listened and they put it in there. My hats is off to Storm Chaser and his team for that. They actually listened for it because we wanted rare tech. I'm just hoping they bring out rare tech for Jericho.
Keep dreaming.
Hey, my grandmother said, "You can wish in one hand, shit in the other." See what comes first.
All right, Champ, you're up. What did you think of this gear store or the event store? Excuse me.
I thought it was excellent. The fact they came out with Dino Tech and Cyclone Tech, and they're all rare tech. That's a big plus because they still have a lot of use in the game. People could do a lot with those units, and so I'm gonna give it a 9.
Nice.
Yeah, I give it a 9.
Okay, Grumpy, what did you think?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's enjoyable to get gold tech in the gear store, and get rewarded for all your gold coining and getting wiped out in the event to finally look forward to something that you can buy and actually use.
Very true.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Okay, pizza. What do you think?
I'd give it a 9. I mean, there was an event when Dina first came out. I was missing that gold. I saw it back in there. I'm like, oh baby.
All right. We all know Meow Meow has everything and under the sun, but let's ask Meow Meow anyway. Socrates, what did you think? All right.
Didn't have to comment.
Yeah, he owns everything anyway. So let's go. Let's go to. I know Phil. His store. He can, basically buy anything because, well, we know where Phil was.
Okay. No. I've got a comment.
Okay.
I have a comment. I did look through the store. It was in the update notes during the last week. I read through it, and we did have the elephant in the room with the XP for the judge, not the judge, the Darkstorm, that I still believe is bullshit.
I was going there, but okay.
Yeah, Roy, shut up for a minute. And honestly, I believe that's more a marketing decision than anything else. And unfortunately, I've never had a chat with anybody from marketing. Otherwise, I would probably have throttled him by now.
Oh, you'd probably be banned by now.
No, that too. But that's not the point. I mean, the community's been asking for Jericho Tech off and on now since it came out the first time.
Yes.
It took them a year to even offer the HH2 again.
Mm-hmm.
After it was introduced the first time. And I mean, they've put Dina's tech in there now, and a lot of the expert Cyclone tech and all of the good stuff. So there is no reason why next month it can't go back in. It's been in the gear store 100 fucking times. But people don't want it in the gear store because they have enough shit to spend medals on already.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I mean, every month a new hero comes out, and then you're looking at tech for the hero, which is extortion. It really is extortion. Because you're looking at 1.2 million medals for the entire damn thing. And I mean, I don't want to sidetrack and go fucking rag on the gear store, because the gear store was never meant to be the way that it is. And although it's been adjusted on 100 different occasions to try and get people to push it through PvP as it was meant to be, it didn't fucking work. But Jericho's tech hasn't been in the event store since. It was only offered twice in the event store. Cyclone tech's been in there, a whole bunch of other tech has been in there, but the gold HH2 was never offered in the event store, and it hasn't been offered in the event store. So get your backside into gear and go put it in there, and don't screw it up.
The big one is that gold HH2, and as well as the rapid fire.
Yeah.
But now that we have this new unit, the Bishop, it kind of takes care of that a little bit.
I think it helps with it, but I still think the Jericho needs tech. But let's ask Ghost Rider what she thinks of the event store.
I think it was actually pretty nice to see what I saw there this time. I hope they do that again next time for something similar.
I gotta just jump on Ian a little bit. HH2 was never an event store purchase. You could only get it the first time by Shadow Ops.
Yeah.
Then they offered it for a payment price.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they did.
That's true.
They sold it for gold or for cash. They sold
Yeah.
that. But they slowly have not given it an event chance.
Give
All
them
right,
one.
Randy.
Offer one. Make it 50 gold. That's it. That's all you got to do. People would buy the fuck out of that.
Oh, yeah, they would.
I hope they keep down this path and do something like this for next event to help people out as well. I actually liked what I saw in the store this time, so I give it an 8 and probably a 9.
Okay. Huntsman.
I really enjoyed the prizes in there. It helped me to catch up a bit from being away from the game for so long, especially snatching up a few cyclones and getting some tech for Dina.
Okay. I'm not going to give it as high as everybody else. I'm going to be honest. And Phil brought up part of it. I'm only going to give it a 7 because the store had a lot of good stuff in it. But once again, they said, we have not raised prices. We haven't done this. And the deal, you did. We proved it. We showed it. We went over it. Prices were raised. The Siege Squadron is just as important as the DS. The Siege Squadron was cheaper. We've proven that. We showed it. The numbers don't lie. You can't change. Make numbers lie. So I'm only going to give it a 7. So that's my honest opinion. And I'm glad everybody else though loves the fact that the rare tech's in there, and that's what we've been asking for all along.
Yep.
So that's good, but let's be honest. Don't screw with the prices and then try to mosey over. And I know some of it's not on Storm Chaser. I mean, it goes to other departments that try to price out this stuff, but the numbers don't lie.
Well, again, wouldn't a lot of this be taken care of if they had a test server to do this on first?
Possibilities.
Test server's broke though.
Yeah, we should have that fixed by now. It's been months, but that's another subject. All right, so we touched on it quickly, but
Roy broke it.
Once again, let's move on and go to the trophy. We touched on it, but we did not get everybody's opinion on this trophy compared to past trophies. And I feel that the Kickside actually deserves a pat on the back, so I want them to hear that we're enjoying this first trophy in a while, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So
better than Spider.
The ones that bought the trophy, like Champ, I know you bought it. What did you think of it?
Well, I like the last trophy we got wasn't so bad either. I forgot what the event was, but yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
It was the Bloody Fist one, and
no, I mean event trophy.
Oh, event trophy. What was the last event trophy?
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad of a trophy, that last one we got. So the past couple trophies we've earned from the events have been decent. But this trophy is spot on. I love it. Good job on the trophy.
Home run.
And
Mulligan said the trophy's awesome. Storm Chaser, that Herald gets caught, stuck, or whatever you want to call it, more often than people want to send in tickets because that's all we would be doing. That damn thing gets stuck quite often. The last one he said was Eastern Horde banner. One of a similar to old legend. Oh, yeah, it was the pretty tall one in the back. Okay. That was a pretty good trophy, but I'll be honest. I think you're going to find everybody likes this one much more.
Oh, yeah.
Jumpy, did you buy it? Or did you have so many other things to buy?
Oh, I bought the trophy.
What did you think of it?
I like it. They did a good job on this one.
Okay.
I think they hit a home run on it.
So what do you think? Did we lose pizza?
No, I'm sorry. Home run. Love the trophy. It's the best one they've had in a long time.
Unfortunately, Socrates is still muted. I got a feeling he passed out.
He's probably doing his smoke time.
I'm gonna move my trophy out so people can see it and zoom in on it. And I'm even going to turn the animation on. Normally, I do not have my animation on, so.
It's Christmas in Roy's base.
I'm zoomed in on the trophy, so they can't see that Christmas crap. Oh, you saw it earlier, Phil. When my animation's on, it's a little insane in there, isn't it? I said it looks like a carnival. But there's the trophy. I think it's presented to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to see it, then they can crash the show.
Yeah, it was showing. There we go. There it is.
I like it.
really dig it. That is a kick-ass trophy. I think they hit a home run. The size is perfect. The animation when it's on is crazy insane. I love it.
It's perfect.
They really did. They really knocked it out of the
Much
park.
better than Dance Spider.
Yeah, I love it. You
This
guys
makes-
really give yourselves a pat on the back for that one. I thought it was just absolutely a good trophy. So now we can move on to, let's get out of the event. Let's talk about what's coming out, the Siege Squadron. We got the Siege Squadron bases coming out, what, the 3rd, I think it is? And
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have been waiting for this and asking for this. So what do you think of the new system, though, how they're paying it out? So let's go down the panel, and we're going to start with Hydra. What do you think?
It can be interesting. Of course, I'm going to be after the Omega bases, but
Okay. Well, you're going to be after which bases?
the Omega.
Yeah, definitely. It's an awesome unit. It really is. Champ, what do you think of the new system? I know you don't have to do the bases, but what do you think of the new payouts? Guaranteed, you know what you're going to get.
Payouts from what?
The Siege.
How's it work?
They're going to do it just like they did the boss bases. 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then the next week it'll reset again.
Are those for the Omega parts?
Omega and Elite will be the same way, except the Elite's going to go 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. That's not bad.
And no more of those bull crap where you don't know what you're going to get. The famous lotto system from Kickside.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I believe it was Iron that had one of his Omegas that was all ones. He had 80 bases to do.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. It'll enable players to get theirs, I think, in a more timely fashion. So yeah.
Take a little bit longer.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing: if you say you only do a couple a week, you don't have to do it all at once because you still got all the shit to upgrade.
I happen to remember the Omega Siege boss bases, and they're not that difficult.
Yeah, but the thing is, these bases might be different. We don't know. I haven't heard anything. I know they were working on some bases, whether it was these bases or not. I know Storm Chaser said his team was working hard to get these bases done on time. So we will see. Let's go down to Grumpy. What do you think of the new payout system?
Well, it sounds interesting. I think it's better than what it was before, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, look who joined us, Miss Killer Queen herself.
Hi.
What do you think of the new payout system for the Siege Squadron?
I think it's fantastic because it's actually on the map now.
They're on the map?
Well, oh, wait. Never mind. I don't know why I thought they were on the map. Sorry, it's been a really, really, really long day.
Oh, I know that feeling, trust me.
Jeez, I don't know whether I'm coming or going, shitting or mowing.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Sounds like my day.
Yeah.
No
Well,
shit.
I think the payout's great. It's like I said, you're not getting one to death. So,
Exactly.
as long as it's not getting one to death, I think anything. I'll take twos.
Yeah, but see, it's just like I keep telling everybody, the lower ones that need it, they got so many other things. They can get 10 parts this week, then start, upgrade something else, and then get 10 parts next week and still be upgrading something else. They don't have to do it all at once. They can, they can nick at it. They don't have to do it all at once.
Oh no.
Son of a.
Slow and steady wins the race.
I'd rather do a couple bases a week than do all of it at once and feel like I'm grinding and pulling my hair out when I'm like, oh, how many parts you got? I just did like 5 bases. You got 5 more parts. Give me a fucking break. I hate that.
It's like I helped somebody today with the rest of they did all 80 Omega Blackout parts today.
Damn.
I didn't do all 80 for them, but I helped with the last 20 or so. And I'm telling you what, I was ready to gouge my eyes out with spoons.
Oh, trust me, I've been there, done that.
Kind of makes you want to take a week's vacation after that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't smoke the sticky, but I was looking around California. I'm like, this sounds inviting. This sounds really inviting right now.
I can tell you, I wasn't exactly the happiest camper on some of it. Whew.
I remember those days.
Yeah, we all can.
Yeah, that absolutely did my head in today. So yeah, anything more than one at a time, kudos, thumbs up, bonsai.
All right, so let's see who's next on the panel because I lost track again. That'd be pizza.
4-3-2-2-1-1. The best thing I've ever heard. No,
Get rid of the lotto. We hate the lotto.
1, 3, 1. You know, at least you guarantee 10 parts. If you want to keep going, keep going. I think it's just another home run.
Yeah. Let's go to Phil. What do you think of this?
Huh? What? What I missed?
I swear to God.
You need some coffee.
I know you're out there. Find Phil's house and cattle prod him for me.
He go up by his toes.
What? What are we talking about here? The
We're
payout?
talking about the new Seed Squadron payout that we talked
It's better
about.
than a kick in the dick.
You mean
Is about the only thing I can say. They have tried and tried 100 fucking times to get the quote unquote payout correct, and I still don't think it's the bloody right way to do it. They've gone in the right direction, but it's not perfect.
No, but it's definitely better than that fucking lotto system.
Oh, the lotto system was always a piece of shit, and no matter how many times we complained about it, they didn't fucking do anything about it.
Yep.
And now we've got this. I mean, I still think it needs to be either fairly higher than it is, because
Well, Storm Chaser said this right there just now. Said, well, this is my first try, so this is his first shot at it.
it is your first shot at it, and you've done fairly decently. But what you're missing there is the 4 and 5 on the Elite, and the 5 and the 7 on the Omega. And when you put those back in, you'll be better off.
I actually 100% agree with him. Because, I mean, it is 40 parts. It's not 20. It's not 8. It's not, it is 40.
If it was 20 parts, then yeah, 2, 3, 1. If it was 40 parts, 2, 3, 4, then by all means. But you're not. You're looking at 40 parts and 80 parts. And to put people through that, you can only get 10 parts a week unless you want to go farm 60 fucking bases.
Yeah. So I think you're right. If they put the 5 and 7 on the Omega and the 4 or 4 and 5 on the
Elite,
I think that would have been a home run, perfect scoring way to do it.
Roy?
Yeah.
Storm Chaser. Okay, then I have some news for you guys.
News. I'm waiting to see the news.
Well, spit it out.
I know. He's got us all. We're all watching him.
The long-term plan is to revise these payouts again as a base gets older.
Oh, see, that is good news.
No. Revising them as they get older doesn't work. You want to look at the oldest Omega, the Omega Titan. How many fucking times has that happened?
No, I just like
and
how
the payouts are still shit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is I really like the fact that they said they increased the mega payouts, and we've never seen it. I mean, I've helped somebody, a recent player that just came back to get the Omega Titan, and I thought I was dragging my hand through the mud because I just didn't feel like I was going anywhere.
When they first brought out those Omega Titan bases on the map, I was on that like fucking Donkey Kong.
That'd be a weird look.
I mean, I was all over that shit. I did it in one fucking day.
Fine.
He said, like when we do the Omega Titan, it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 ones.
That would be better.
Blanket it.
See, that would
Don't
be
pull this fucking revision as a base gets older. How old does a base have to be
Well,
before
that's
it
a
gets
good question.
revised?
That is a good question, Storm. How old does a base have to be before it gets revised? Is a
You're looking-
honest question.
You're looking at release, which is 3 months. There's your opening window. Is it going to be 6 months down the line? Is it going to be 9 months? Is it going to be a year? Is it going to be 2 years?
20 years.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you said like when we did Omega Titan.
To be determined. That's never.
Oh,
That's
I
not a
hate
good
that
answer.
answer.
Well, that's a warm fuzzy nod.
Yeah, I'd call that a warm fuzzy pile of piss.
All right.
Yeah, what that is whipping it out and taking a whiz in my goddamn coffee is what you've done there.
Omega Titan is old enough. The Sandstorm is definitely useless enough.
Sandstorm's dead.
Hydra, same boat. What else can we put in that category, guys?
Hydra, Jug, Squadron,
Yeah.
Blackout.
Omega.
Anything that's been Omega in the last fucking year and a half.
I'd rather see this than the Lotto system because I felt the Lotto system wrath several
Well,
times.
as long as we don't have to hit like 20 of them just to get one part each, at least it's something higher than that.
But the only thing I don't like
I need
about it
80
is
fucking bases for the Omega goddamn Jug. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh man. Whew.
No, if you need to touch them, you need to change them. You definitely need
all-
to do the system.
All of them need to be uniform.
I
can't
think
just say-
it's right though. I think it just needs to be just a
need to be
uniform
uniform.
code. Take out the 7 for the elite, so go 2, 3, 4, 5 on all the elites, and then for all the omegas, it should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and that way you don't have to change it for time. You never have to. You never see a say, "Hey, this this is getting old. Why hasn't it been done?" Just uniform it right up front and get it over with. Would that make it?
The only argument I see for that, and I have to. The only argument I see for that, what's to stop players not doing it during the event and waiting for the base to come out? The base doesn't come out until 6 months fucking later, and by the time the bases do come out, that unit is probably bollocks. The only 2 good units that come out of 3, possibly. The only 3 decent units that are still viable are the Jug, the Darkstorm, and the Siege Squadron. The Blackout's a res farmer. The Titan is a res farmer. The Sandstorm is probably sat in most people's fucking armory. Go figure. By the time it goes down I'm going to hate myself for that. It goes down the Battle Pirates concept. By the time you get anything maxed, if you are a minimum spender or not a spender at all, by the time anybody gets anything even usable, let alone level 40, for instance, because Omega's 31 and most people stop at 31. Any Omega unit that I have is level 31 and it's going to stay there permanently because there's no point in me. I don't get any extra benefits other than a little bit of damage and a little bit of health from 31 through 40. So why would I do it? I wouldn't. You move on to the next thing and try and get some kind of balance involved.
And that's another thing. Some people have even scrapped the Sandstorm. The Titan is definitely more useful than the Sandstorm. So, I mean, it's not even of age. Sometimes it's of usefulness. And I think just absolutely uniform across the board would make more sense. Just flat out put them in uniform right across the board. Don't have to worry about age. That way in 6 months' time, we're not going over here, well, the DS is out of date now, so why haven't you adjusted that? Let's just uniform. I agree. Let's just uniform. What do you guys think? Uniform and get it over with.
Yeah.
Sounds about
Amp,
right.
what do you think? Did we lose Champ? All right, Grumpy, what do you think?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's a yes.
No, well, you guys are talking shit about the Phantom. I find it useful still.
No, I didn't say
Oh,
Phantom.
I forgot about the Phantom. I'm sorry.
I didn't say nothing about the Phantom. The Phantom's still useful. It's more useful than the Sandstorm by 100 times.
I bought that thing in an
Sandstorm's,
offer. 4 weeks later, they put it back out cheaper and with the fucking tech gun.
No, well, Sandstorm's absolute piece of junk. But as for the Phantom, you're talking about revisions. What needs to be revised is the fucking elite parts for that Phantom. 80 parts
Yeah,
for
that's
elite
the problem.
needs to be revised.
80
Wow.
parts, and they're giving out mostly ones when those guys are going for them. And I'm not kidding. I watched Iron go through it. I watched several people go through it, and it's like, what you get? One. What you get? One. And they're 80 parts. They're like, is it really worth it? Well, you get it to a mega. So now they got to do 160 damn bases to get it to a mega.
If they're gonna do any kind of revision, they should revise that.
Wait.
Well,
Omega
they can't
21?
revise. They can't revise. I've already brought this up. They can't revise the amount of parts you need, but they can revise the payout amount.
And that's what we're talking about. We're thinking Storm Chaser. I think it needs to be uniform time all the way across the board.
Well, that Phantom is ridiculous, man. Elite Phantom, 80 parts. Come on, are you kidding me?
Yeah. See, everybody's saying, yeah. If you guys just uniformed them 2, 3, 5, 7, 1, 1, 1 for every week, they could. I think that'd be fantastic. I think everybody would agree that is the way to do it.
I'd drop the every week thing. I'd give him 2, 3, 5, 7, 3 ones, and then reverse it and go back to the beginning. 2, 3, 5, 7,
I
1.
actually like that idea, what Dr. Phil said.
Well, that's not a bad idea either. But here's the deal. We're going to ask for something. They're going to want to try it. Let's be honest. So they're not going to give us that 3 ones. They're going to make us do an every week thing in case they want adjustments. Right now, we're trying to get them ahead of it and say, just uniform them all.
No, I know exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop other players like you guys from helping your lowers get some good shit and try and get into the fucking game properly. This is what this entire part system was all about. When a base came out, you had the option of assisting a player and doing it. With this, you still do, but it's going to take you a damn sight longer, and you're going to be able to help far fewer people than you already can. That's the only reason why this fucking part system exists.
Well, I think I'll settle. I'll be honest. I'm going to, with Kickside, there's a give and take. It's always been a give and take. I'll settle with the once a week rotation. But I truly think it needs to be 100% uniform across the board and not go by time, because some units that are older are still better than newer.
That's true. I mean, Dina is still very useful.
But Dina's not even a unit like that. I'm talking about Omega units. Prime example, the Phantom is definitely older than the Sandstorm, but definitely a hell of a lot better. Sandstorm's newer than the Titan, but the Titan's still more useful. And we could go on and so on and so on and keep ranking them. And the ground is the same way. The Hydra's older than the Jug. The Jug is useful. So, but I mean, the Hydra some people still know how to work that damn thing. It's not whether it's newer or older. They just need to set the parts, the 2, 3, 5, 7, 1, 1, 1, uniform it, and let us deal with it. Now, personally, I think it would help get the lowers more relevant now because I'm telling you, first thing I need the elite parts in my head. I'm going, how many of these bases am I going to do? All 40 of them? Because the lotto system sucks. We know this. We've been bitching about it. I'd rather give this a flat uniform all the way across the board. Let's deal with it this way. This is an opinion. We got to do give and take with Kickside. We cannot just ask for everything all at once. We know we're not going to get anything then.
The only give and take I've ever experienced from Kickside is me giving everything I fucking got to them and them taking my fucking wallet to the bank.
That's the thing I'm trying to avoid. You want to get these lowers to want to care and pay, but you got to get them these units. And getting these units doesn't always rely on them. It relies on some of the uppers, some of the clans. Like my clan will sit there and grind for people. But, I mean, if we could do this weekly, I think it'd be kick-ass. I think it would kick ass so much better. I think people will be like, okay, let's get them these parts this week. Next week, we get them a bunch more. Next week, If we got a month, I think you can even calculate how many bases a week you got to do. It won't be so much a grind in our mental states, and we'll actually be able to jump more, smash, want a coin, and not feel like farmers half the time. Just my opinion.
I'm still thinking it's Upgradeville.
You're looking at 4. If you're going for an Omega, you're looking at 4 bases a week, 10 parts.
If you want to do it in a month, you're gonna have to do more than that, though.
No, that's. In
10
fact,
parts, that brings it to 40.
yeah.
Well, the problem is you got to even consider repair time too, depending on what units you use.
So you're looking at an 8-week schedule if you want to do as minimal as possible.
Right.
Maybe
But
not.
That doesn't include the event
But
time.
if you
So
want to do it in 1 month, say you want to do it in that 1 month, how many bases is that, Phil?
you double. It's even worse than that.
It's
you have
4
4
plus
bases,
10.
and then 60 after that.
It's like 4 plus 10 a week, right?
Yeah.
So that's 14 bases a week. It's 14 bases a week if you want to do it in a 1 month period. That's still a lot because you got to think about it. It's not just the jug. It's the jug, the Hydra, the Titan, the Sandstorm, the Blackout, the War Rig, so on and so on. It's so many bases. It's not just one base we're talking about. There's so many. And then we're talking about getting the parts. We haven't even talked about upgrades, which we're not going to get into tonight. I'll tell you what, Kickside, I still find 14 bases a week a hell of a lot better than doing 41s. And and I find it funny because one guy goes, I got one, and I got excited when I got a 2.
Oh, bless
You
my
did.
heart.
Bless his heart.
You hear when you're helping people, you hear this, and it's like, hell, I was excited when you got a 2 because that means what's one less base I have to do for you.
All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, see, and the people are already saying that's still too many damn bases. Well, I hate to tell you, that's better than what we're dealing with now.
I'll say you're missing you don't have the Omega and you want to punch it straight through, like I have done in the past. That's 60 bases.
Actually, it's more than 60, Phil.
In fact, it is. I think it's close to 70.
It's like
74. Something stupid like that.
Like
It's ridiculous the amount of bases it is.
Off the 80. It's like 60 something. I think it's like 66 bases.
It's ridiculous.
It's still a lot of bases.
Because when you want something like that, you want to push as hard as you fucking can.
Yeah, but I did this with a couple of the alt.
I did it with the Elite Jug.
Oh, when the jug came out, there was no way around it. There's some units you have to do it for. You have to.
I did that with the original set of bases, the Sunday base. I did it all in one day.
Psycho's right. It's still like the Blackout bases. They're grind. The jug bases are not too bad, but the Phantom bases, they're a grind. And then hunting them down and scrambling the map. And look, I would give that uniform a try and be willing to try it, and then get these alts. Hey, you're still upgrading you're going from your upgrading from your elite to Omega. You got a month or so. Let's just get the 10 parts a week and move, and relax and do it that way, and not have to do it all in one night. I'd settle for that, to be honest. I'd settle for that because it's not a grind on me. It's not a grind on the player. In my opinion. Yeah, Mega Profit will be in the event store next month. So be ready for that one. There's another Omega we're going to be dealing with.
That's not an event store thing. That'll be a base thing.
That'll be a sector goal.
The Profit will be event. The Profit's an event.
It'll be both.
The regular will be in the event store. The Elite will be in the event store. The Omega will be bases during the event.
It'll be a sector goal.
Omega's also going to be boss bases.
Not for the Profit.
Should be.
They dropped it. They went to the Romero.
Oh,
The
they
boss
dropped it
bases-
for them.
Yeah, the Romero or the boss bases this week, this starting this Sunday. Matter of fact.
Oh, I see. Boss bases are for elites then, right? Elite parts.
Yep.
I see.
So, yeah, I honestly think this system that they're proposing is worth it. At least give it a shot. I think it's still better than the lotto.
Give it a
better.
shot, look at the numbers, and then just look how many people are pissed off at the end of it that they have to do all this shit.
I'm sorry, Phil. I think it's better than the fucking lotto any day of the week. 'cause
Anything's better than a lotto at this one, but Kixeye, again, they lack vision in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
They can say, well, we're going to do away with the lotto system and put this parts thing into place. And it looks good from the outside, but in the long run, and you look at the big picture, it's laughable at best.
BJ, I disagree. The Omega bases need to stay part of the event. Because I'll be honest, that's one of the big things for the upper levels to get that unit and to bust their ass to get it early.
No, I'm frankly quite in agreement with him. You shouldn't have to continue an event when you're already done just to spawn a base.
Well, that's like Socrates kept on buying the push. He pushed that bar from 32 to 99. I don't know how many times.
You got a lot of people that the Omega's this event.
Yeah, he did.
We're pushing that bar over and over again.
And you know what? It's not just one person that pushes the bar. It's the whole damn sector. So if your sector's not pushing that bar on its own,
there's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because that
Whiskey,
means your
It's
clans
some
are
sectors
moving.
are better at pushing than others.
And, you know, that also shows that your clans might not be doing the event and not getting stronger. Because, yes, in the event, you do have stuff you need to get stronger.
More pushing for the cushion.
That's it, champ. You tell them. All right. So the last thing I wanted to cover tonight, to be honest, I really wanted to cover this earlier, but we got a little sidetracked, is next month is the profit basis. Now, I know some people still have mixed feelings on it. Some people call it the big meat shield. I get a kick out of that one. Some people think with the bishop, it's so much better. So I'm going to go down the panel and ask, are you looking for the Mega come out next month or not going to bother? We'll start with Hydra. I don't know where you're at with it, but let's start with Hydra.
Skip, because mine's still level 1.
Okay, let's go to Champ.
Yeah, I guess mine's going on, I think 16 or something, but I don't, I'm still toying around with profits, still trying to figure out how to use it. I've been using my bishop with other units, and I find it more useful with those other units. So, profit has its uses in certain places, not all places, though.
Grumpy, what do you think? Grumpy.
Right now, it's just one more thing on my checklist to get done. I don't think I'll be looking forward to it. And maybe I will as a break from upgrading everything else that I got to upgrade. So.
Yeah. Miss Queen.
I'm on the concept still that I'm going to get it because it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So I'll get it. Not going to say I'm going to use it, but I'll get it.
Exactly.
Pizza, what do you think?
I agree. Get it, and rather get it than not need it, or don't get it and then oh shit, I should have gotten it.
Yep. Socrates, are you there yet? Yeah, he's done. Phil, I know you're not going to do it. Brandy, what do you think?
Hey.
All right, Phil, what do you think?
What do I think? I think it's another set of bullshit on Kixeye's agenda.
No, why is that?
Because it has been since day fucking one.
Ugh.
The Titan, the Sandstorm. We all know. We all went through the fucking bullshit to go and get the Sandstorm at the beginning.
Oh my god!
Fucking
Actually, if you
1%
remember,
drop
the
fucking
Sandstorm-
base.
the Sandstorm was a bullshit unit twice, actually, because we first did the Shadow Ops to get it once.
No.
Then
Wrong.
we did the Shadow Ops to get it to Elite.
Nope.
Oh no, you're right. The
No,
Sandstorm,
no.
It was an event drop.
You forget your War Commander history, Roy.
No, I just corrected myself. The Sandstorm, when it first came out, wasn't a base event drop. Then to get to Elite, it was the Shadow Ops.
Mm-hmm.
And then to get it to Omega was just bullshit.
So not only did you get fucked once, you didn't get fucked twice. You
Yeah,
got fucked 3 times.
Yes.
You
And
got
that unit
fucked
is still,
thrice.
to this day, a piece of shit.
The only time it was good is when you got the Omega and then you could mix it together with the Omega. And it was still because of the force of the Omega Titan. Excuse me, the Omega when the Titan went Omega.
No Titan and no Sandstorm in somebody. It doesn't matter how good your base was.
It was
you
the
were
Titan.
fucking
It was
gone.
the Titan that did it, though. Let's all be honest. The only thing that damn Sandstorm was good to shoot the floaters occasionally.
It's always about the drones.
Yeah.
You didn't do any of the work at all. The drones did it.
Oh yeah. So.
And then,
Yeah.
of course, you had the bullshit with the hackers for 6 fucking months with the
Oh, you mean when I had
1,000
5
fucking
Sandstorms in my base?
yeah,
That was
18 sandstorms or 1 billion abandoned ship drones.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Lonnie for his fucking battle log on that one. God, he's got some funny ones from those days.
Okay.
He was hit by like 4,000 of the little bastards.
Let's go to Miss Brandy. What do you think?
Huh? What?
Huh?
Hey, that's my line, and that'll be $5.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Are you talking to me, huh?
Yeah. The profit. Are you looking forward to next month with being going Omega, or you still don't know about it?
Sure, why not? There's something else to do.
I'm going to be honest. I have no fucking clue what to do with it besides use it as a meat shield. That's all I've figured out for it because it's got a fucking huge amount of health, and Omega is going to be just the same way. So, yeah, I don't have a clue if I'm excited about it or not. I am excited. Maybe they'll give it a tech. Yes, I'm going to test it.
With the needs.
I'm hoping with the Bishop it'll help, but
Yeah, because mine's level 5, and it's going to stay in level 5 until everybody else tells me it's worth upgrading it to the next level.
so yeah, I don't know about next month's event. I really don't. But let's wrap this show on up and get the hell out of here. Let's do shout outs. Let's start with Hydra.
I'm gonna give the panel a shout out. I'm gonna give everyone on YouTube a shout out, especially Storm Chasers. I don't know if he's still out there.
Oh, I think he got a little frustrated tonight. He thought he was doing something good. And don't get me wrong, it is the right turn. It just needs to be a better turn.
Well, he's old enough. He can get himself a drink after the show.
Oh, yeah, he probably needs one after this show.
He was probably drinking before he came on. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's still out there. See, this is one of the things I got to give him credit for. He takes his lumps. He listens to us. And like I think he said previous, the only way he's going to know how we're feeling is by listening to us.
I have to give him props because he's been diligent.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic, and I really do think his game team's been good too.
I think he's my favorite one so far.
I salute the man.
I do. I got to give him props. Maybe I'll put him on my Christmas card list.
Story, you have some
so
fans
happen.
on here.
All right, let's get back to shout outs so we can get out of here. Let's go to Champ.
My last shout out was.
Oh, wait a minute. Hydra, I'm sorry.
My last shout out is to my girls. I don't get my ass whooped tomorrow at work.
Whip his ass. Whip his ass.
Whip his ass anyway.
Get him.
All right, Champ, you're up, sir.
First shout out to Hydra's girlfriend. Whoop his ass.
Thanks, Champ.
Way to be
Set-
out there.
Second shout out is to you guys on the panel. Third shout out is to Storm Chaser out on YouTube. He needs Storm Chaser. You really need to send me a message on Discord prior to Kixeye having a gold sale, so I don't spend all my freaking money I really appreciate it.
I forgot about is communication with Kickside has been great with Storm Chaser.
I know. Storm Chaser's made it clear he's not part of the same department.
Yeah.
He needs to fucking give me a heads up, man, because I don't spend my money like that shit anymore, man.
I mean, all they would have to do is say gold sale from this point to this point, and everybody be like, okay, thank you.
Just send me a message, man. You send me a message on Discord. I'll keep my mouth shut. I won't say a shit.
I love it. He goes, hey, dude, hey, gold sales are not my deal, dude. Well, can you tell them if they can just give us a start date and a finish date ahead of time? You'll find us all willing to figure out how to spend money.
Just put it on a banner.
Wait for the last minute and then miss it all.
Hey, Roy, I got
shout out. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, champ.
Well, the thing is, like, the first day the event started, right? I got home from work. It was like 3 o'clock. Thursday? Thursday afternoon. So I log on the game. Event started. I look on the thing. Okay, no gold sale. So I was like, shit. Everybody was telling me they're not going to run a gold sale during this event. Shit. So okay, fuck, dude. So I put a bunch of money on my account, and I went balls to the wall on my base to upgrade it there. And I was like, okay, started my event, started playing it. Got home the next day from work again, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I log on the game. There's a fucking gold sale, and I was just, I was pretty livid, man, because who the hell starts a gold sale on the second day of an event?
Yeah, it does make sense.
I was like, I felt like I got kicked in the nuts, man.
And Storm said that's not his part.
Yeah, I know.
But Storm, if you let's be honest, I know you're, like I said, we appreciate everything.
Day one.
You guys are you and your team have done a fantastic job. But if you could do us a favor, just little message to them and say, hey, people are asking for just a little more heads up.
Yeah, put it in a banner or something.
A bit with the banner of the start time and the end time, or at least the gold sales is on. Will end on such and such date at least.
Yeah,
I think it would be go a long way on that communication stuff we've been all asking.
You would get more buyers, definitely.
Yeah, because some of us
I could have, I'm just saying, man, I could have saved a big chunk of change.
And he could have spent more too for it.
Yeah, exactly. But oh well. All I got to say on that one is, oh well. It's my money. I did what I did with it. So.
Yeah.
But other than that, shout out to the rest of the YouTube viewers out there. Like and subscribe to the Situation Room, because it's always a situation room full of crazy people here. Thank you.
What?
Hey, one last
the
shout out.
consensus says we're not crazy, so.
All right, Hydra. One last shout out.
I want to give a shout out to Real Steel, since I just smashed your ass live.
Okay, wait a minute, Storm Chaser. I'll give you a little insight here. Sometimes it's really is not possible to give you guys a heads up on the gold sale, because I think they don't even know when and if they are going to do them.
Talk about your right hand not knowing what your left hand is doing.
Yeah, basically, it sounds like a little. Well, we all know that because customer service does whatever the hell they want, and we all know that's been foobarred.
It's in a different department.
Different department. They're in two different buildings. It took them 5 days to get me the 50 gold they promised me in an hour.
I know that feeling.
So I mean, wow! Thank you, Kickside.
Right.
By the way, Storm Chaser, since the event ended, for some reason my repairs are back to normal. I don't know what the hell that was about during the event, but I spent more than I wanted to thanks to my stuff not repairing on time.
That's why.
No, maybe that's it. I don't know what happened, but something flipped in my base and my shit wouldn't repair. I enjoyed that not. All right, so let's go to shout outs. Let's go to Grumpy.
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to people watching us and subscribing to us on YouTube. Shout out to Storm Chaser for hanging in there and coming on here. Like I say, sometimes getting beat up, but we're giving you mad props for that, for coming on and listening and responding to the players. And I just got to say that I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested. So there.
No, she had you tested. There was an issue before. She was just checking.
Yellow Queen, you're up.
Everybody have a good night. Have a great weekend. Drink some beers. Live life.
And don't forget, everybody, please watch their show Sunday. I can't fucking remember the time. Sorry, Queen.
It's 1 p.m. California time, 9 p.m. UK, 10 p.m. Central European time, 4 p.m. Eastern. I mean, what time zone do you want? I know them all.
I'm glad you do, because I still could barely get the Eastern to Pacific time correct half the time. I swear to God.
I was like, which one do you want? But yeah, it's for everybody in the U.S., it's anywhere between 4 p.m. and 1 p.m. depending on where you're at, and do the math in the middle because I'm not giving out any more time zones.
Oh, come on. I wanted Madagascar middle time.
Japanese time.
Oh, jeez. Moving on. Miss Queen, finish your shout-outs.
Eastern
Y'all have a good night. Yes, and it's always a pleasure hanging out with all you wonderful people.
What do you mean nuts? Let's be honest. All
No,
right.
he left earlier.
Bring pizza. Just shout-outs.
Shout outs to the panel. Shout outs to the YouTube community and people watching the show.
Okay, very good. Socrates, are you even going to give your shout-outs, or are you snoring? And we're going to go right to the snoring mode and go to Dr. Phil and his shout-outs.
Our shout outs for this evening are as follows. I missed a lot of the shows last week due to various reasons, but yeah, it's a shout out to you guys for, I mean, I'm talking everybody, whether it be BV, whether it be Situation Room, whether it be anywhere else, or you're doing what you're doing. The guys doing videos every fucking day of the week.
It's like City.
All of the legit players that carry on this fucking utter shit fest that I can't stand 90% of the time. You guys do a good job. You really do. And I just gotta say that from myself personally. Of course, Storm Chaser happens to be one of the most engaging members of Kicksite that
We've
I've
ever
seen
had.
in a very long time.
Phil, he's probably the most engaging we've ever had. Ever.
He's not, because he's only pipped by one guy, and that was Lexi, and he was a Vegas CM for.
Yeah, I'm about to say he wasn't a War Commander. He was Kickside, but
No, he wasn't War Commander. That's the whole point.
Yeah, you had to reach real far for that one, Phil. I'm sorry.
Hey. He's on my list, and he's sat at number 1.
Well, Storm Chaser's sitting on my number 1 list because I'll tell you what, the guy is engaged to his community.
He's been here practically every week since he came into existence at Kicksite, at least. I think, for the most part.
Or at least his position he's now found himself in.
Yeah, the position that we won't fucking leave him alone.
He's a fucking comedian, dude. He just wrote in the YouTube chat, "You have been engaged!" Exclamation. Son of a bitch, man.
Well,
So when's the save your date announcement being mailed out?
Who the what now?
No, Phil's never doing that one again. I can guarantee that.
No, there is not one of those.
Watch out for Warpath, man. Watch out for them guys attacking us now.
Oh, that's a good question. Is there any chances that there will be a Storm Chaser allowed attack on some people that request it? That is I wanted it last time.
To be honest, if I was Storm Chaser at this point, I wouldn't tell you and then go under an assumed name and smash the living crap out of you when you least expect it.
I would tell you what, I would open my base for him any day to fucking just give it a good go at it. I would. Any day. I would let him drive up. Not this time. Damn.
Sorry
out somewhere. You and I need to talk. It's time you give my base a go.
I've said it in the past, and I'll wrap it up here, I promise. That Kixeye, my opinion of them is already so low, they work extremely hard to disappoint me. And at the moment, that still stands. But you're getting a little couple of positives from me here and there, and I can run you to the core as much as I want. But sometimes you do go in the right direction, and you need to continue to go in the right direction. And I'm still waiting for all that gold I was promised.
All right, Phil. Miss Brandy.
Oh, shout out to the panel, of course, and YouTube, and to Storm for listening to all this crap for hours and hours and hours. And of course, shout out to Hydra's girl, who's going to be kicking his ass later, if not right now.
Go and take it out. She's already sent me PMs saying she's going to whip my ass after what Champ said. Damn
We
it.
all agree on that one. You need an ass beat. That's what we think.
And that's
Really,
it.
Roy?
Well, if she wants, Roy can do it. Free in charge.
Yeah, Storm, absolutely. We'll take care of that. Just let me give my shout outs. And matter of fact, I'll make sure you get Iron. Can you send him that? That way, as soon as we do leave, he can jump on in. I know you're out there, Iron, and you have that link. Here's the deal, guys. I'm going to be honest. Tonight, I want to give mad props to the panel because they highlighted a lot of good points that Kixeye is doing. Well, I should say Kixeye because it is War Commander, and it's Storm Chaser's team that's doing it. Because we know it's customer service. I didn't touch it tonight, but let's be honest, still sucks. Sales team still don't talk to us, which, those are two subjects that's out of his control. But whatever it seems like Storm Chaser's controlling, whatever falls under him has been working harder and harder and harder for us. So I want to give them mad props and a big shout out for that. I want to give a shout out for the panel for coming on and being honest. I'd love to get Brendan Fixer on here and ask him what the hell happened with the performance of this event. As soon as the event's over, it seems like we're almost back to normal with the lag and loading times. Loading time still seems a little long, but not nearly as long as event time. I really want to give a shout out, though, to Socrates for being number one. And Whiskey Tango for I can't wait to see the challenge between you two. That's going to be a hell of a good thing.
Oh yeah, we got to put like a Vegas poll together, man.
I think we're going to. I think I'm going to work on that
For
the event. I'll get with Phil because I know Phil and I could probably work something up for that.
What'd I do?
Let me call my bookie.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a bookie on.
Let's put
Whiskey
money
Tango
on that shit.
on next event.
Oh, I got 5-1 on Socrates here.
Whoa, damn, that's some good odds there, I'll tell you. Here's the deal, though. I want to give the final shout out, though, of the night. Not to Kixeye, not to my panel, not to myself. I want to give it to the community in general. Because I have watched forums over the years, and Phil, you can back me up on this. That is still probably the most toxic, nasty place to ever created.
What, the forum?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shit pile.
But Discord has been a whole different group. It's not nearly as toxic. It is much more information than crap. And that's because the people that are actually in there are the people that care. So I want to give the community in general a shout out for not making that turn into crap.
I need to apologize. I was in there a few days ago or a couple days ago. I was being a complete prick.
All right,
So-
I'm gonna float this off first for a second. Just Storm put a comment in the YouTube that I really want to put something on. He got his first death threat in the forum recently.
That's so retarded.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
What?
That kind of shit doesn't belong in a community. I mean, I've said some shit, Roy said
don't
some
belong
shit,
there.
but it's never gone that far.
That's
It should go, and I will be contacted.
Wait a minute. I have threatened my computer's life a couple times.
Well, I've threatened to kick the shit out of my computer on multiple occasions, but that's something completely different.
Well, as much as I yell as my computer, if it had emotions, it'd have PTSD.
Well, you know what?
One and done.
About 3 or 4 years ago, I had a death threat from a 13-year-old, and I got a ban for 30 days.
But that's my point.
Yeah, that's taking it too far. I understand.
Roy,
your point,
watch
Roy.
it, Mulligan. Watch it. No political crap here.
Yeah, we don't do that political stuff, please.
Yeah.
Please, Molly.
I agree, Roy. Yeah, for the most part,
No,
Discord has been way different than the forums. It's a less toxic environment to talk to other players and stuff.
Yeah,
and I just had to say, I have to apologize because a couple days ago I was being a complete dick on there and I was using some foul language. So I apologize for that.
In the past,
there's a difference between foul language and actually making a threat to somebody's life. There's a big difference. Is that, well, I can call you a fucking prick on the other hand, and on the flip side, I could threaten to stab you while you slept. There's a huge difference in the moniker of those kind of comments. But there's a difference between passion and just outright being a cunt.
Now, like I said, I want to give a shout out because the only time I go to forums is to get the update notes, and I wish I didn't have to go on there to get it even.
You don't have to because
you still click on the link in Discord and it brings you to the forums. And then even when I click back, I still see all these other posts that are still it's still negative. It's still toxic in there.
Copy paste.
I am just so glad that it's totally different on Discord than it is over there.
Discord's a lot easier to police.
I apologize on behalf of the community, for the rest of the good people, for those jackasses that do stupid things and make threats over a damn game on somebody's life. That's ridiculous.
That's unacceptable.
Way past unacceptable.
No shit.
Please, once again, community, stick to what we're doing. Stick to the positive. Otherwise, Discord's going to become. I mean, we won't be able to get good information.
Most part of it, it's been pretty nice and pretty nice in there. Good discussions and good information.
No, we still get a couple trolls every now and then, but I think it's still a hell of a lot better than forums ever was.
Discord's far easier to police than the forums is.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So on that note, one last thing. Now, this is up in the air due to ladies not signing up. If we don't get a couple more women signed up for tomorrow's ladies' night, we will be canceling it.
I think it's mainly due to
that. Come on, if it makes you feel any better.
I think it's mainly due to it falling on a Labor Day weekend and people got plans.
Yeah. Right now, I think it's down to technically 4, but 3.5 because one's already said she's going to have to leave early.
Well, it's a holiday weekend, Roy. Why don't you just postpone it for
I know, that's
a week or two?
I'm going to give it to let everybody sign up. If we get more sign-ups by noon tomorrow, then maybe we'll have it. If we do not, we are going to postpone it.
I'm telling you, I can put on a wig.
I don't know how many women run around twerking like
I want to see you in a wig.
That would actually probably be entertaining.
Well, all we got to do is put ice on Hydra's. You know what? He can probably raise his voice a bit, a couple notches.
Well, he doesn't have to raise his voice notches. All he has to do is get excited and raises on his own.
What? No. That's Tim, not me. That's
Killer B.
And
Killer B gets excited. His voice goes way high.
Oh, well, he's not going to be around tomorrow, anyways. He's going to be out of town for the holiday.
That's where he is tonight. But so on that note, ladies, go to the Situation Room if you still want it to happen. Sign up. There is a post on it. It says comment below. If not, we'll just postpone it a couple weeks and see what we can work out.
Hey, Roy, let me say something, man.
Okay.
Well, since you guys brought it up, man, it's a holiday weekend. It is Labor Day on Monday, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can do a quick show on Labor Day. Just do a quick afternoon smashing show or something.
Yeah,
we might just do that. As a matter of fact, I think we might be doing something later tomorrow, random. But
so yeah, I mean, it's shit, man. Let's take advantage of the holiday while people are at home.
You know me, champ. I do have done a random.
Just FYI, just because people are home, especially on this kind of holiday, this is the last big bang barbecue, and they're not going to be sitting in front of a computer.
You'd be surprised if I put up a random smash last.
Roy,
Way
Roy,
too.
there's a request in YouTube for you to put on your high heels, baby.
You can request it all you want, but I don't have a pair. Number one and number two. Fucking happen.
Get your moms.
Very funny.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
just told
so
you
on
guys.
that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get out of here. Pay attention to the Situation Room page. Like and subscribe. That way you get the notifications if we do go live doing something crazy. If not, if we do have Ladies Night, it will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. If not, we'll postpone it just a couple weeks. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get out of here. Everyone, like and subscribe. Go to the Situation page. Join there. And be safe. We're out of here.